Hey guys, what's up? I'm Slim and you're watching Slimothy TV. In this video, I've got a really cool one for you guys. Tempest was kind enough to send out their 2026 version of their Tempest weather system. So this is the new and improved one. If you guys saw our previous video a couple months ago, that one was actually not the 2026 model. That was actually the older model. So this one is going to be the full 2026 model. So if you guys went to Tempest WeatherFlow's website right now, link down below in the description, with a discount code, by the way. If you were to use that link and purchase this is basically what you're gonna get, okay? I wanted to make sure that Tempest gave us exactly what you guys are gonna get. Because me personally, when I'm watching other people's reviews, I wanna see exactly what I'm about to buy. This is the full kit. Now for the 2026 model, there are some pretty cool improvements. First of all, look at this new hub. This is super sleek compared to the old one. It's got a nice little antenna here for better range. It's got these little LEDs right here on the side. It's super lightweight. Little T for Tempest right there. Barely any branding. You can just throw this pretty much anywhere. Me personally, I like to hide these on a little table in one of my rooms. They're always out of the way. Basically what they do is they relay the temperature data that this collects, goes straight to the hub, and the hub uploads that straight to the cloud. So I just wanted to mention this is all new and it's much improved. Next up, the flat base, which many of you guys will probably use to mount this. Super easy. It also comes with a screw, by the way, and then this just goes on top of it like so. And once it's on, you just twist it, click it, it locks into place, and that's it. This is literally the easiest mounting solution of pretty much any device I've ever used. It takes literally 30 seconds. So this is probably what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna unbox everything right here, right now. And then I'm gonna cut this video in like a month or two. Once I gather some data on this, I'm going to cut that into this video. So if you're watching this, congratulations, sit back, relax. You're gonna see everything. Next up, you get the power brick. This is for the hub right here. So that's how you power this. Looks like it's got a pretty long cable this time. So I like to see that. It's USB-C on the end here, Tempest branded on this. And then we have the pole mount, which I personally don't use, but it's got pretty much everything you need. It's got the little level, this piece right here, screws out, and there you go. So if you mount yours to a pole, it comes with that as well. We also get a little bit of literature here, basic stuff in case you have any issues. I'm gonna put this in the frame in case you guys lose yours. You guys can reference this video and take a look. I have been running, gosh, how long has it been? 2023, we got our first Tempest weather system to review. It's been running every single day outside, super cold temperatures, super hot temperatures, no issues at all. I'll insert some clips to show you guys what they look like at this point. Here is the quick start guide. Setup literally for this takes maybe 5 minutes. I mean, maybe. This is by far the easiest and our favorite weather system to set up simply because of ease of use. Now, the elephant in the room here. Here is the new 2026 model. Now, does it look pretty much the same as the old one? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it looks almost identical. That's why with our previous video, we actually thought we had the 2026 model, but there are some telltale signs to be able to tell if you have the new one or not. I think the biggest one is this little T down here. That is their new symbol instead of the WeatherFlow, it just says T for Tempest. Also, these solar panels are bigger. I think they said 25% bigger, but they definitely are. And you can kind of tell when you put them side by side. Also on the bottom here, you guys can tell by the serial number, as well as there's a little R for replaceable battery. So that is something that's new on the 2026 model. The battery inside of here is rated, I think, for 20,000 charge cycles. So that is a lot of charge cycles. But if something were to happen on this new model, you can actually replace the battery yourself, supposedly. I have not tried it. I don't know anything about that just yet. But from what I've heard, that was one of the main complaints of the older model. So this one, they allow you to replace it, and that will help with longevity so that this doesn't become e-waste in like 5 or 10 years. You can just replace the battery and you're good to go. So anyways, guys, I am very excited. I'm gonna go set this up. I'm gonna put it next to our 2 other Tempest weather systems. I'm gonna get some B-roll. I'm gonna show you guys what they look like, the differences, and I'm gonna come back with data. I'm gonna let you guys know, is this 2026 model better than the old models? Because I have 2 of them now. So I have one from 2023, one from 2025, and now this one from 2026. So I'm gonna give you guys the full scoop on if you guys should upgrade. So with that in mind, I will see you guys in a split second when I splice in the rest of the review. Sit tight, enjoy. All right, guys, we are back after a few weeks of testing this 2026 model of the Tempest Weather Station, and I've got some thoughts comparing this to the older 2025 and below models that we have outside as well. I'm gonna throw in some B-roll to show you guys what it looks like outside. It looks really good. It looks almost identical to the previous model. The only differences are supposedly the plastic is a better material that stays whiter longer without as much yellowing. And then the solar panels are also bigger. On top of that, this new model has a user replaceable battery on the bottom. You just unscrew some screws and get the new battery. But since this is a solar unit, you shouldn't have to do that but once, maybe every 5 or 10 years. I don't even know if Tempest sells the battery yet, because I don't know if anyone's has ever gone bad just yet. Anyways, on the top here, we've got the UV sensor. We also have the haptic rain sensor up here as well. In here, we have the wind sensor. So the anemometer right there, there's no moving parts. You just don't ever want to really like touch or wash inside of here because it's got a special material on it. Then deep inside here, we've got the temperature sensor, humidity sensor, and the lightning detection sensor, which I find very valuable. And then of course we have the solar panels. So this is what it looks like after a few weeks of use. It has not been washed off. The only thing is I took there's like a couple little spiders in there trying to hide before the video, because obviously we have to bring it to the studio. Honestly, this is exactly how I expected it to look after a few weeks to a month. It's basically in perfect condition. But now we can talk about, the rest of the review. Let's talk about the app. Let's talk about the accuracy and how well this thing performs compared to the other two Tempest weather stations that we have. So let's do that right now. Home 3, this is the newest one right here. Obviously it's offline right now because it's brought to the studio, so it actually might be a little different than the other two. Actually, not too bad. So right now they are all showing the exact same temperature. This one is, like I said, powered off though, so it's showing whatever the last reading was. But if I click and switch between the two, so like right now it says 85 degrees, feels like 89, and the humidity is at 56. All right, great. So let's go to Home 2. This is a newer version of the previous model. This one also says 85, 90, 64% humidity, and 1015 millibars for the pressure. I forget what the other one was. Let's just check that. 1019, okay, and 56% humidity. And then this is the oldest model that I have, 64% humidity, 1019 millibars. And as I'm saying this, I actually just got a lightning detected, even though this thing is powered off. I just double checked it. I don't know how that's possible, but all three of them detected it at the exact same time. So this is literally live right now. It is getting lightning detected on these devices, and you can see they all came in at the exact same time. But like I was saying, I mean, you guys can see temperatures all the same. The pressure and the humidity are a little different on the models, but again, that could just be due to me taking this one in, turning it off, stuff like that, and jostling it around a little bit. They all have the same temperature and everything like that. Same UV index, I believe. Let's check the index on this one. Yeah, 0 and 0. As far as this prediction goes for the weather, I really don't look at this like almost ever because I use different apps for that. I use this for current hyperlocal weather. So whenever I'm going outside and I need to see what's going on right now, what the temperature is, the actual humidity in my location, this is what I like to use. So let's go ahead and deep dive into this. So as you can see, 1 minute ago, we got the lightning strike. That's on Home 2. Let's go back to Home 3, which is this device right here. We'll click on this. This is all of the data from this specific device being transmitted to the app. So here we have the temperature. I can see the air temperature as well as the dew point on a graph. If I want, I can go ahead and put this into landscape mode. If it's going to tilt, there we go. And I can really deep dive. I can go back in time, look at historical data. And I find this very valuable, especially for checking trends with regards to temperature as well as the pressure. So right now the trend is falling for pressure. I can see the battery voltage is good. Battery is almost never an issue on these, especially, once they charge up for the first time, they hold their charge very well, even on super cloudy days. I've had bouts of, 1 or 2 weeks of just mostly cloudiness, and these things never really get low, especially with my older model that I've had since, I guess 2023. Even on really cloudy times, it's never been an issue. We got lightning detected, the wind, everything like that. We can scroll down, wet bulb temperature, delta T, air density, everything like that I want to see. And like I said, I can deep dive into this for lightning if I want to see, the past few days. I can see there's been a few lightning strikes on this day. And then today there was just one that I showed you guys. Now, as mentioned, there is a map. I don't use this too often, but it is pretty decent for what it's worth. It's better than a lot of the free map apps on the App Store that do radar. This one's actually pretty decent. So like if I play this, you guys will see if it loads, there it goes. It's not bad. Me personally, when I like a hyperlocal radar, I use something like Radar Scope, but this app definitely gets the job done. Now, something that's really cool about Tempest is you can click on the history tab here and you can cycle through, whichever station you want to look at, and you can see, the historical data for that actual device. So if I want to look at the last week with this device, I can see the average temperature was 74.1. On this device, 74.1. On this device, 74.5. So this is the super old device. That's probably got slightly different hardware in it, but you guys can see, these things are pretty dang accurate. I will say on the old device, the pressure is most likely not accurate. I think, what did that say? 1054 average. So that's kind of crazy. I think that's probably wrong. Maybe I have the altitude or whatever elevation set up wrong, but yeah, that's the super, super old one from 2023. This Home 2 is the one that they sent me a few months ago. It's supposed to be the 2026 model, but they got jumbled up and sent us the earlier model anyway. But you guys can see the difference between Home 2 and Home 3 is almost negligible here. So it shows you just how accurate these things are. And this one does have the upgraded sensors. So what are my final thoughts on the 2026 model of the Tempest Weather Station? Absolutely pick this up. If you're looking at buying one of these, I highly recommend it. There's no subscription fees or any nonsense like that from other, weather stations out there. This one is just, you buy it, you set it, you forget it, and you use the app, and that's about it. Now, if you do want to pick one of these up, I'll have it linked down below. You guys can just click on that. It'll bring you straight to the page, and it will even automatically include the discount code, which will give you 10% off, which, as far as I'm aware, is the biggest creator discount code that Tempest offers. I've seen other creators offering 5 and 8% off. 10% off is pretty much unheard of. So definitely use the link below as well as the code if it doesn't auto apply for some reason, but it should. And you guys can get one of these. Now, all of the stock that they currently have should be the 2026 model. So you should be getting the latest and greatest from Tempest. But yeah, this is currently my absolute favorite weather station. We've got quite a few in the studio, but this one is the easiest to recommend to almost anyone just because of its ease of use and how accurate it truly is. And the fact that it's got pretty much everything that you want built in without having to buy separate pieces or anything. So check this one out. Like I said, links down below with the discount code. If you like the video, hit it with a big thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.